So this section here is about our abs. Yeah, I think a lot of us know we have very weak abs. Weak abs lead to, issues with your lower back. I think that's the big one. Issues with mobility in your hamstrings, so issues touching your toes. We have issues balancing, standing on one leg because our abs aren't working properly. There's posture issues, so just standing upright in general. Issues controlling the pelvic to your pelvis, so you have issues controlling the pelvis because your abs aren't strong enough. There's tons of things. It affects your athletic ability, your ability to jump, run, everything. So basically, when we sit down in a chair, a lot of us do this here. Our abs don't do anything. So this is a very, very big problem because our abs aren't doing anything and we're training our body for our abs to kind of not work when they're supposed to work. And that's all the time. Our abs are always supposed to be engaged to really help us support our spine, our pelvis. So anytime that you're picking something up from the floor, you should feel your abs working. Anytime you're squatting down, you should feel your abs work. Anytime that you're twisting, turning, running, you should feel your abs engaged and working. Yeah, so that's why it's really, really important that we strengthen our abs. And so I don't want you to just think abs. I want you to think similar to the back side. You have your hamstring, your glutes, and your lower back that all work together as a chain. I want you to also think your front chain. So your front chain is very, very important to kind of stabilize your pelvis and protect your lower back and your spine. So basically the front chain is your quads, your hip flexors, and your abs. All three work together. So it's very important that we work on all three. So I'm going to cover the basic exercises that we're going to be doing. The main goal is to get strong. So many of you have probably seen this before, people that can kind of do this L sit, holding. So in order for me to lift and hold my legs in this position, I have to be strong in my entire front chain, but I also need the flexibility in my hamstrings. So we're going to be covering basic exercises, just 3 exercises that you're going to be doing to kind of strengthen this front end. So number 1 is we need to reactivate the abs, and that's just going to be with a very simple reverse crunch. So depending on what level you're at, I'll show you different reverse crunches that you can do depending on your level. The next is going to be a front chain strengthener. So there's different things that you can do to strengthen the front chain, to get to that point. And then you'll be finishing it with a plank, but a proper plank. So with your glutes engaged, your abs engaged at the same time so that your back is nice and flat and you're not doing this or you're not doing this here. So you really want to be here in this position. So basically, the very first exercise is a reverse crunch. Very, very simple. I just want to show you. So you're basically going to be on your back, legs straight up in the air. So this is already, you should feel your abs working. Now, if you have difficulties in your neck, normally, so if you're missing the strength, normally your shoulders should be lifted with your abs. Now, if you're very weak in your abs, you may feel a lot of pressure in your neck, so it's fine to just lower your head to the floor. Yeah, but if you can try to lift or train your body to start lifting up. You can also use this here as something as a pillow, to just kind of rest your head. And you want to be here in this position. So the goal is we want to lift our butt off the floor and then drop back down here. So it's very important that you don't do this. So a lot of people with weak abs, they'll start dropping down this way. We want to keep the abs engaged, the whole front chain engaged, and we're lifting here. Now this is too difficult for you in this position. You can also bend your legs to 90 degrees. But again, it's very important that you don't pass. You want to kind of keep your knees over your stomach. You never want to be here, or your feet over your stomach here as well, because it's a very small movement. We're here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly dropping down. Here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly dropping down. Same exact thing here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly dropping down. Again, keeping all the tension in your stomach. We really want to engage and strengthen those abs. So that's basically going to be your first exercise, is the reverse crunch. So this next portion is to strengthen the front chain. So to strengthen the front chain, the main best exercise is the L-sit. So a lot of you probably know this exercise. So we're here, butt in between, and we're basically holding our legs up in this position, while our butt off the floor. So this requires a lot of strength in your quads, your hip flexors, and mainly your abs. So this is where we want to get and build up. When you're strong here in this position, you're number one, you have the flexibility in your back because you have to be strong in this position. And you also have the strength in your abs to take the pressure off of your back so that your back doesn't have to do everything. So we're building our way up to that. So we don't start there. We're building our way up to that. And basically we start very simple. So all the exercise we're doing is we're focusing on the first exercise, the reverse crunch, is to activate, strengthen a bit the abs. So that's what we want to do because a lot of us, our abs are kind of off. So we want to turn them back on with the first exercise, the reverse crunch. With this exercise, we want to strengthen all three muscles together. So that would be the L-sit would be the most difficult exercise out of all. But to build our way up, we would start very, very simple. It's all the same thing. It's all the front chain, think front chain. But we would start. So the easiest exercise to do would just be to bring in. So here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So while you're doing this, you really want to focus on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sitting upright as much as you can and squeezing the abs, the hip flexors and quads while you're doing this. So while you're doing this, especially if you're weak in your abs, you may only feel your hip flexors and quads. So that's okay. Over time, just continue. Pick the right version for you and continue the exercise until you start feeling your abs. So again, it's very simple. Hands forward. Don't do this. Try to sit upright. Now, if you're having a difficulty sitting upright, it's most likely because you're missing the flexibility in the back end. That will also come over time, but what you can do is you can sit up, elevate your butt, and this will make everything much easier to kind of sit upright so that you're not doing this, so that you're here. Once you get stronger in this position over time, it'll become easier to sit upright because you have the strength. Basically, it's the strength in the front that helps you sit like this. Right, so we really want to sit upright with the strength, but this will come over time. So this is the first exercise, just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, really focusing on the hip flexor, the abs, the quads all together. So that would be number 1. Number 2 would be we're lifting our leg one at a time. Again, focusing on the front chain. So basically, hands always are forward in this position. We never want to do. As soon as you start doing this, you'll start taking the pressure out of the front end. We always want to try to get our hands forward. Again, if you have if you have difficulty sitting like this, just elevate, get your butt up higher, get it up on a pillow or something, a knee pad. So basically what you want to do is from this position, hands forward, we're lifting, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly drop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly drop. 5, again, squeeze the abs, hip flexors and quads. Try to keep your leg as straight as possible while you're doing this. Again, if you're having a hard time, get your butt higher, and this will become much easier to lift and hold. So again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really squeeze the quads, squeeze the abs, hip flexors all together at the same time. Okay, so the next exercise, once you get strong in that position, the next exercise would be the knee tuck. So basically now we're going to be, from here, we're going to be lifting our knees off the floor. So we're getting stronger, lifting our knees, both knees off the floor. Lift the knees, squeeze off the floor. Lift the knees, squeeze off the floor. So again, we're focusing on building the strength in the abs, the hip flexors and quads. With your knees bent, you won't feel the quads as much. It'll mainly target the hip flexors and abs. But it's again really 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop. Really focusing on the abs there. The next exercise would be the knee tuck. So basically your hands, again, stay forward. Don't ever do this. Always stay forward. I know especially about this one because it really gets tough now. You're going to want to do this here. So really try to, as much as you can, if you're not ready to do this, stay with this exercise here until you're ready and you get strong enough in your core to extend out. So from here, we're here in this position and we're extending out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in, squeeze the abs. So every time you bring your knees back in, that's where you really want to squeeze the abs, activate, engage the core here. So here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in, squeeze, hold here. You can also hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because you're really engaging the abs. So if you can't hold for 5 seconds yet, it's fine. You can start here until you really get stronger, but we want to really build muscle. So in order to build muscle, we want to increase that time under tension. So you really want to work on holding in that end position for a long time, yeah? So again, arms forward, we're here, and then in, squeeze and extend, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really squeezing the abs. You should feel the obliques, the abs all working together there. So the last exercise before we get to the L-sit completely, where you're lifting your entire body up, we're going to be just lifting our butt up here. So just basically in this position, you can use 2 pads. You can do this with your hands on the floor, 2 yoga blocks, maybe 2 chairs. You can get your elbows down on 2 chairs if you're still missing a bit of weakness here in your arms. So you're basically lifting here, and from here, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop. So again, we're focusing on our abs. We're really squeezing the stomach here. Yeah, stomach, quads, hip flexors, trying to keep everything straight, really engage. So the quads really squeeze here, the hip flexors and the abs. You want to get all 3 working together as you're doing this. And lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop. And we'll keep alternating them between, really focusing on the abs and the hip flexors there.